And with the school year wrapping up, what better way to spend that holiday or the summer break than fishing with your kids?
Get out there, enjoy what Idaho has to offer. So we're continuing our series of fishing here on the news at 4. Jordan Rodriguez joins us as always. Jordan, thanks for being back with us here today.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
All right, so when it comes to taking kids fishing, what sticks out to you in terms of advice?
I think there's two main things. One is tailoring the trip to be kid-friendly. So usually that means going somewhere that's not super far away and maybe somewhere where you're going to have high success rates. So maybe not chasing that one trophy tiger muskie, maybe instead focusing on trying to catch a bunch of bluegill or crappie, or maybe a place where they stock a lot of trout, like some of the local ponds and reservoirs. So that's really number one. And then number two is just make it fun and make it about the kids. So the fishing, of course, is part of it, and it's great to have your kids outside and enjoying nature and seeing animals. Sometimes they'll enjoy those things just as much or even more than the fishing. But also, bringing lots of snacks, making it fun, not staying out there all day, not letting them get sunburned and all those things. So just make it successful and make it about the kids and really what they want to experience in the outdoors.
Now, your column that you wrote this week, which you can also find on our website at ktvb.com, you talk about really enjoying that unknown, right? And how exciting that could be for kids, really not focusing on getting those big fish, but the unknown. It could be a surprise when you catch anything. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I refer to as the magic of fishing, right? And that's what kind of hooked me as a youngster, and it just continues to have that same magic for me today, because when you don't know what might happen, and the truth is none of us really know what could happen on any given fishing trip, that means that anything might. And that's an exciting thing, right? And so I just remember having that excitement when I was a kid. The very first time I went fishing is, what is this going to be about? What is going to happen out there? And I really still feel that way every time I go. And so sharing that with people, sharing that with my own kids has been, really a great experience and a treasure for me. And I'd love to see other people out there. That's what I always, say to myself, or even say out loud to people when I see them out there with the kids, is you're doing it right. You got the kids out here, it's way better than having screen time, and we get plenty of that. Take them outside, catch some fish, enjoy the outdoors.
So a two-for question here. As a dad, what type of fishing equipment would you recommend for families getting their kids into fishing? And then two, do kids need some type of a fishing permit or license?
Great question. So the second part is no, not until they're 14. So 14, if they're under 14, they don't need a license. They just need to be fishing with mom or dad or with an adult. And on the other one, they have the little poles. My girls are 3 and 6, so they have the little princess type poles. Those are fun for the kids. They like to have their own pole and have something that's like, hey, this is my fishing stuff. So that's all great and good to have. I would say get them onto better, more adult-sized gear sooner. Because it just works a lot better. Those poles are so stiff and hard to hook a fish with. I'll go, 80% on my own stuff, and with those kids' rods, I'm like 25% trying to hook the fish because they just don't have a lot of give. So the sooner you can graduate them to that better gear is probably better for just their development and their success. But it's also fun to let them have, the Paw Patrol or the Princess poles, and they enjoy that.
How could you graduate from that? I want one of those.
Okay, we'll get you a pink Paw Patrol one. All right, well, Jordan joins us every Wednesday here on the news at 4. Jordan, you can also find his blog right at ktvb.com.